Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Beer 30. I got to get this thing set up so that I can let you see what I see. Can you see what I see? I know it's a little, this is the dark side of the moon over here. Let me change that right quick. See if that helps any. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let's see if I do this, if it helps any. Ah! No, turn it off, turn it off. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Beer 30 chill out session. What do we start with? We start with beer. I do. You start with whatever you choose. Here's to you, here's to me. Skull, prost, all that stuff. Mm, that is my first swallow. Paper or something place. Greetings, Rusty. Wanda here. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Poodle Professor. Good afternoon. Check her channel out on YouTube. We're on a roll, guys. Wait till you hear what I've come up with now. Hi, Wandering Kentuckian, Mary Cooper, Harley Glide, etc. Guys, I don't have a topic, so if you want to ask me a question, I will try to answer it. But greetings from London. Hello, Paper Palace Queen from London across the pond, talking to us colonials here. But anyway, this is Lolo in H-Town. Anyway, I'm going to stop reading the comments for a minute, and y'all just kind of bear with me because I have to get you set up on a topic. You follow me? I can't just wander all over the place. We got to do this like professionals, okay? And we are real professionals. Says, we heard you mention your son. Do you have other children? I got 2 sons and a grandson. But they're all grown up. Anyway, hello, John, Todd, Jeremy, Carol. Now, I was thinking again, not about RVing or any of that stuff, but what I was thinking about the human body, how it's all built up and stuff. In this part of our body, we have our esophagus, or, where our vocal cords are, you know what I mean? And the vocal cords are just that, and Capitan right now, it's 80 something degrees. Pretty cool, pretty nice. I don't have the AC on. That tells you enough. Anyway, am I still enjoying my cover? Sure. Okay, now focus on this one thing, Rusty, and forget that on the right for a second. Get this going, and then you'll get some real comments. But anyway, we have vocal cords, and they're actually like little cords, like little guitar strings or whatever, and you blow wind through them. And over the thousands and millions of years, we've learned to make words, and it used to be and Those are still legitimate words today, but that comes all the way back from the caveman days. Whoa, dog. That was the extent of our intelligence, I guess. But that pipe goes down, and becomes your large intestine and small intestine, and then it exits through what's called an anus. Okay. Well, an anus is another little pipe. Okay. And so what I thought was, genius I am, we should have all children, newborns, implanted with vocal cords near their anus, because see, all it is you pass wind through your vocal cords and it makes a sound. Well, you got wind that passes through your anus too. It's called methane gas, but it would still make a sound. It wouldn't just go, you know what I mean? You could actually train yourself to make vocal sounds. You could make voice sounds with your anus. You got my point here? And so you see how that would work, because if you had laryngitis, you'd still be able to talk. You understand? It might be a little different, but it would be okay. And so, yeah, I'm reading them. I'm catching them every now and then. But you see, that's kind of our topic for today. What if your anus had vocal cords? You've heard about people talking through their quote ass or whatever. You know what I mean? Genius. I mean, you could really do that now, and you could actually do it. Poodle professors or their nephews talk through their butts all the time. Anyway, enough said about that. Don't pick anybody out. But yeah, but the genius of it is wonderful, because you could sing in stereo. You see what I mean? When you hummed, you could. You see, so give me your thoughts on that, and before they come to take me away, yeah, I'm not on the meds. I'm on beer right now. It says Ramona Rain, I think I caught the live stream finally, but here you go. Here's to you, here's to me, guys, all you guys. I'll read some of these things every now and then now. Wandering Kentucky says, would you have a deep voice? Well, it'd be up to you. Yeah, and Troglodyte says, could you fart a musical? See how people snap on this and build on this, you know? But that's true, because if you watch the vocal cards on a YouTube video, showing how the vocal cards actually work, you just and they just do vibrations and out comes sound. Come on, guys, just put some down there where out of the way, and as you're talking to somebody, you could be like a ventriloquist. You keep your mouth shut and then tell them to screw off. Okay, anyway, what beer are you drinking? I'm drinking a Budweiser regular, not Bud Light, but Budweiser regular. And I don't care what the politics of that crap is. I'll drink what the hell I want. Here's to you, here's to me. Yeah, it says Paper Palace Queen says, I'm working on a symphony right now. So you see how genius all this is. But what made me think of that? I was actually watching how the food, you swallow the food and then it goes through all this crap, basically. And then all the vitamin stuff and stuff you need are removed. And then out comes this chunk of coal, basically, that you don't need anymore. And I thought, well, wait a minute. That's the same as putting it in, is the same as it's going out. It's called peristalsis. It's like squeezing a garden hose, like that, and that pushes it down and that pushes it out. Ha ha. Put vocal cords down there and you got it, babe. That beer nonsense is silly. What do you mean silly? That's genius. Damn, I'm going to write a book. Anal Vocals by me. Oh, God. Yeah. But anyway, what else you got? That's all, man. If you guys want to ask any questions of Fickle Man or anybody, you just ask them. Clickbait photo. That's not clickbait. That's a damn good looking woman, boy. You don't have to fall for it. You know what I mean? No, I just did that for the hell of it. And if people don't like it, hey, man, I'm not paying you all to watch this stuff. You're paying me. So, yeah, I mean, very little, but yeah. Am I being a smart aleck? No, it's the truth. James RT says, hi, Rusty. Well, hi, James. Yeah, we'll do this for about 30 minutes and then I'll sit out and enjoy the rest of the day. But right now in Capitan, it is nice. Again, I got the windows open and the fan on, just a regular oscillating fan. And Matt Falcon Eddie says, Fart Simpson. I got you instead of Bart. Mary Cooper says, how far are you from Taos? Oh, I don't know, 250 miles about. Hi, boss. Prost. It's worth every penny. James Ortiz is talking to Poodle Professor, and now we get into the conversations. Anyway, Beverly says, haha, love the clickbait. Changed from my dumb television to my smart iPad so I could leave a message. Yeah. Anyway, how often do you see your sons? Not rarely. It's the way it is. They're grown, man. It's like grown people, God, it says we just got 15 inches of rain in the Florida Panhandle. Wow. So it's hot down there, right? Brownsville's hot. Falconetti says it's hot down here, wherever down here is. Cynthia Pelou says, my grandson told me granny poops is really just food. Well, I guess it is. If you want to eat it, make a sandwich. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise or mustard is. Oh golly, life goes on, guys. If you don't enjoy your life, all I got to tell you is just do something really silly. You know what I mean? And you'll enjoy it. Oh, I got the oil changed in my Class C motorhome today. Thumbs up to that. And got the little gas, the clamps on the gas thing filler checked or tightened, and it worked. Paper Palace Queen says, what's your secret, Rusty, to keeping yourself so sharp and on the ball? Beer, I don't know, just live, that's it. I read and walk and think. I know that's scary, but Sheridan asked, what made you start a YouTube channel? Poverty will do it. No, I did it just to have something to do. That's all. This was in let's see, it's been almost 12 years ago. So that would have been 2020, or excuse me, 2011. Yeah. And it worked. I mean, just gradually, just real slowly, we kind of rolled along. I couldn't believe that people subscribed. I remember when I got my first subscriber, you know, and I thought, boy, they must have screwed up. they hit the wrong button. I mean, you know, and then gradually I just kind of relaxed and got into it. And now it's just part of my life. And Jose Flores left me a pat on the back. Says, what time is it? Beer 30. Hey, Rusty, Rusty. Thank you, Jose Flores. Oh, golly. But anyway, thank you. And then Guitarza, 102 in Brackettville. I don't doubt that a bit, man. Says Neil Blair says, have you ever bought a sampler flight of beers? No, I never done that. Falcon Eddie, roll it up, light it up, drink it up. Here's to you, here's to me. Prost, skull, cheers, etc. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Person's name is Fred X. You like that? That's cute. Kippies. What are kippies? Anyway, guys, we'll just sit here and listen to the clock click, because I don't have whenever you start talking about vocal cords in your anus, you might be down to the bottom of the barrel. You understand? How to change my name, Rusty, but it's Wanda. Hello, Wanda. No kidding. Sending greetings from Wanda to you. Yeah, she sent me a book. I got your book a long time ago. Yeah, I remember you. Well, anyway, Wanda, how are you doing? Anyway, what time is it in London? It's got to be 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, wouldn't it be? Mary Cooper, have you seen your cats today? I guess there's cats around here all the time. I don't know if they're I don't have any cats. They just happen to live next door, you know. Ever have any 8% beers like Ice House Edge? No. In fact, I just got some, this right here. This right here, Natural Light. It's 4%. Yeah, it's like drinking water, but you know, it's a light beer. I don't drink to really get a super buzz. I just drink because it's a habit. One thing, been doing it for years, and yeah. But yeah, as far as getting drunk, those days are gone. I don't think I can handle that. Smoking some Mary Jane sounds like a good idea. Or what do they call it? 620? Is that what it is? Or 420 or something? Yeah, there's all kind of names for, but it doesn't matter. Whatever works for you is fine with me, guys. Is fine with me. Smoking some Mary Jane sounds like a good idea. I don't know. You got to do what you do. You know what I mean? And, you know, don't worry about what other people are doing. It's hard to look at things from other people's perspective, you know? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Boy, if that ain't the damn truth. Oh, that's much better. So, guys, Fickle Man is going to live in his Class C probably for a long time. I kind of felt like that's where I was. It's like a dog chasing his tail, okay? You know, I just have to do it, and then I get it out of my system and move on with life. And I think that's pretty much the way everybody does. Something else I'll mention, I watched this channel on YouTube, and in the evenings with no sound. It's just it's a live camera feed of Venice Beach, California. Venice Beach is like 15 miles from Los Angeles, you know, so you get to see the whole world pass in review there, and that's why I watch it. And I think I watch some of the people, and I think about the life that they're living, you know, like what kind of life do I think they have, and you know, and compare it to kind of what I've got. They couldn't even relate, you know, to what I'm doing. And I sure as hell couldn't relate to what they're doing, you know. And is that bad? No. Troglodyte says, I've been using your Amazon link, Rusty. I hope it helps. Sure it does, man. It's like a pat on the back, you know, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Travel, man, that EV car is a nice looking car. I wouldn't give up. No, it's fine. It's stuck to me like glue now. It's part of my life. Did you get a chance to check out Sarasota, Tim? Not yet. I haven't. No, I haven't. Jose Flores says, I like the channel German in Venice. Okay, fine. Paula Fino, happy beer 30. Rusty, what is your mailing address in Capitan? Capitan, New Mexico. Rusty S. P.O. Box 631, Capitan, New Mexico, 88316. Rusty, have you been to, it's Venice, Venice, not Ventis, Venice Beach. No, I have not. Did you know if you drink the 8% beers, you will pee less? Yeah, it's a diuretic. It's the alcohol. Guitarza says, I live near Venice. Total dump now. Well, I don't know. I've never been there. I just watch it every now and then because of the people. It shows the people, and they're doing their thing. DJ Davison says, what jobs, careers did your siblings have? What happened to the home farm in Kennedy, Texas? Oh, that was sold right after my father died. Siblings, I don't know. Hell, they did it. Well, I don't know. I don't want to give it. I can't even recall. FedEx, are you going to be in Capitan for the 4th of July? Yeah, I'll be here through the 4th, but I'll be leaving before my birthday to go to near Taos and spend a month, or well, I say a month. I'm going to just pay for a week and see how it goes. And then I've told them that if it's okay, I'll maybe stay for a month. Skull, guys. Here's to you. Neil Blair says, wait a minute, what for? The world's passing, man. Guitars, it is a good people watching place. Yeah, I bet it is. The great Troglodyte says, the great thing about your Class C is when you're traveling, you can just turn off anywhere and eat a snack or pee. No, that's true. I've said that in several videos. It's like your house. In fact, it is my house. I live here. You know what I mean? And everything is just like you put wheels under your house and took off driving down the highway. Yeah, and it's a good way. I mean, it's probably the most enjoyable RVing I've ever done. And now that I have a home base in 2 different places, Texas and here in New Mexico, it just makes it that much more pleasant. Does that mean I can't continue to go other places? Well, no. I mean, I kind of was limiting myself accidentally, and but now I'm going to probably do some simple, short, not really short, but 300 or 400 mile trips and stuff. But yeah, it's a way of life. I've just learned to enjoy it. So just remember that your anus can't talk yet, but soon, as soon as I patent the vocal cords for anuses throughout the world, it'll be a better place. Music will be much improved. How about an anal transplant with vocal cords? Go to your doctor and ask them if they'll do that. There's Dennis, boondocking with Dennis. Check his channel out. Enjoy your evening, Dennis. J87 Waldo, catchy name. And how long we been in here? About 20 minutes. We got plenty of time, guys. Chill out. Yeah, a lot of some people used to watch. J80 Waldo says he's new here. Well, I'm new here too. I'm new to 77. Anyway, yeah. What was that? My train of thought, just the train left, so to speak, and that happens a lot as you get older. Poodle Professor, they already do fecal transplants. Interesting shit. That's actually true. I played golf with a guy that had some intestinal issues, and they did a fecal transplant. And I told him it came from a Democrat because he's not a Democrat. And anyway, he said he was going to have him take it back. Yeah. But they're finding out that your intestinal system is your intestinal tract and all your digestive stuff has a lot more power over your life than possibly even the brain. Let's stick to the subject. Okay, Falcon Eddie, Dennis. Okay, Alexa, Rusty. Oh, damn! I forgot to turn on the beer 30 light. God darn! Hang on, guys. I'll get it. I got it right here. Where you saw where the plug was, you wouldn't have said that. Ta-da! Did. Yeah, it's way up under the table here, a little old plug. Troglodyte gives me meaning speaking out the but yeah, it does. And anyway, my, Jose says my new home has a flashing neon sign. Well, good. That's interesting. You know, if they'd had flashing neon signs, well, when there was a red light district, that would have helped a little, I guess. You know, so Fred X says, you ever drive the road through Nogales? Yeah, I've been on it several times, man. It's a beautiful drive. Love the light. Yeah, that was sent to me by somebody. Uh, Poodle Professor says that's true. Gut health is super important. Yeah, it is. And, I read a lot about it and watch YouTube videos. And, yeah, you can find out a lot about your body. I'll tell you what, if you really want to see something on YouTube, look at uh, the development of a human baby, under, microscopic, deal. If you think artificial intelligence can do things, wait till you see what the human body can do. You understand? And even in digestion is amazing. Uh, Alice Smith didn't pay the electric. No, I don't ever. What do you got? You're supposed to pay it? Bill Bradley says, I watched a YouTube video of a couple with a boat. They pull a small camp trailer. Yeah, and you could. It's just not designed for that. And Troglodyte's where's Scotty? I don't know. Ask Scotty. Falcon Eddie, music would really stink. Oh, there's a guy thinking out of the box. Jose Flores says your gut is your second brain. Yeah, well, apparently it's got some things that we've never thought about before. In fact, if you watch some of these videos about the human body under terrific magnification, it'll blow you away. You're talking about chromosomes and cell divisions and vitamin B12. You know how it all looks like strings and shit. No, it's crazy, man. It'll fry your brain, And whenever if you watch the stuff about the brain, and whenever I talk about, give your neurons something positive to work with, I'm serious because there is the neural links. There's what's called a synaptic gap between nerve endings. Okay, and that gap is breached every now and then by an electric charge, which transfers information from one nerve ending to another. And and it's happening. We are, first of all, a chemical plant. Okay, we do more with chemicals than any chemical plant in the world, and we have a small electric charge in our body. So we are an electrochemical thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you wanted to know that. It's better than talking about the anus with vocal cords, I guess. Got us going, didn't it? Anyway, Mike, it says swinging doors, balls, and yeah, serotonin, melatonin, dopamine. Yeah, and something else you should avoid. Speaking of that, is aspartame. It's a sweetener in all diet drinks. That's why I did quit drinking Diet Dr. Peppers again, because aspartame does, one of the side effects is headaches, not major but minor. And I've had those little headaches, and I said, do I have to do this? And the answer was no. I have my green tea, and I can just make that do, and I do. Lewis, keep dreaming and doing you, man. Well, I've thought about that too. I sit outside and I think, what else could I do? And do I need to do anything? I'm just living one day at a time, man. And, it's funny how, time just goes. You don't have to do anything. You can sit and stare at a wall. Day passes. You know what I mean? Falcon 80 says they have babies in all stages from conception to the last month in the Museum of Science in Chicago. Yeah, but you can see it live. You can see the sperm, go in and fertilize. And whenever you see how the egg is protected, so that not just any old sperm's going to get in there, and once one gets in, the door's shut. It's like a spaceship. You know what I mean? It's amazing, man. And then it implants and all that stuff. Yeah, you got to watch that. Yeah. Bill Bradley, I quit chewing gum after they added aspartame instead of sugar. Yeah. Louis Papper, our heart has a mechanical side and an electrical side. Yeah, but it's amazing, man. But all this stuff is available on YouTube in living color. You know what I mean? Yes, as Dr. Pepper was originally called Waco or Wacko. Yeah, guitars, it says I'm on a green tea bender or whatever. It says James says they can make artifacts embryos. You mean artificial? Well, they can do a lot, but some of that stuff. Whenever you start, well, if you really understand what stem cells are and how they can be harvested and are, then then you'd have a better chance of making a decision whether you're for or against it. You understand? And if you see how how life begins in the human body, and you'd be quite fascinated. Yeah, and the reason I watched it, I took some courses years ago in the development of embryos called what they call it, something embryology. Anyway, I can't even remember now. Stem cells are amazing. Sure, every life is amazing, man. And we talk about artificial intelligence, and it is on the front page of everything, and it's a whole different thing. It's software, blah blah blah, and but the way we are so damn complicated. You Poodle Professor, yeah, I already read that. Wait, Alice Smith says, Waco, we ain't coming out. I drove there the day that event occurred. I was actually there for the live event. I drove there from Llano, Texas, or excuse me, Burnett, Texas. Wasn't too far to Waco, and went to the place. And I drove down the road as close as you could get. They had highway patrol. Had the road closed off. And anyway, I drove up there and I asked the highway patrolman if I could go, and he said, "No, I'm sorry, you can't." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" I said, "I've read, I've been listening to it on the radio and stuff." And he said, "Well, I can't tell you anything about it," but he said, "All I got to tell you is law enforcement's going to take a hell of a hickey on this one, because what happened, the local authorities got moved out and replaced by the FBI. So basically, the state, county government got moved out and overridden by the federal government, and that's when they took them out, man. I mean, they did. They murdered those people. There's no doubt about that. And the reason they had tanks there was because Fort Hood is only 60 miles or less from there, and you could haul them in on trucks. They had helicopters from Fort Hood, and the guys in the helicopters were mooning the people in the compound. It was, and they were firing, their machine guns at the compound, and yeah, it's crazy, man. No, but that's the USA. So, we don't like to look at ourselves in the mirror, but enough said about that. That was back when. Falcon Eddie, you can go to Panama for stem cell treatments. I can go to Llano, Texas, probably. I heard if you fast for more than 48 hours, the body creates new stem cells. I don't know, man. There's so much that we think we know that we may or may not know. And, it's a fascinating world we live in. And all I got to say is we have all this information at our, quote, fingertips now in living color. And if you can spell it, you can find it on YouTube for sure, and watch some of that scientific stuff. I mean, you can't really phonyize, the birth of a human being, but yeah, says Troglodyte, if you don't watch the news, you don't need to meditate. True. Yeah, that's true. But if you go to see where the news is being created and it's phony as crap, that's different. Sean Harrow, hey Rusty, how are you? I'm fine. My beer is for you, and happy Father's Day to you and the old. And this is the old gray ghost. Okay, gray ghost, here's to you. That comment you make there, Lewis, is not funny, man. That's not funny. He said Waco, what a cookout. Yeah, that's real. That's real funny. No, that's sad, man. It's sick. But be that as it may, move along here. What did the dog say when they cut his tail off? It won't be long now. So we're at 29 minutes. So we'll start shutting this thing down, guys. But Fred X says, preach. Yeah. Anyway, I have not watched television since Jonestown. No, I hear you, man. And again, but we don't need to get into all that. I'm sorry I got off on that, but it just happened to flow through my brain and it came out. Jose Flores says dog days of summer, whatever it is. But anyway, guys, you all of y'all have a good weekend, and thank y'all for tuning in. We had a small crowd, which is not unusual for a live video. And enjoy your day. And then Falcon Eddie says happy Father's Day to all the dads. Yeah, all that stuff. Those days, unfortunately, are created to make money for people that sell little silly gifts. I mean, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend coming up. Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you choose to. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, walk, and enjoy your life, man. It's a Friday night. Chill out. Enjoy your life, and watch a comedy tonight. You know, watch something with Robin Williams or somebody. You know what I mean? And yeah, adios, y'all, and carry on. Bye bye. Now I got to remember how to do this because you can't do it. You know, I've been poking with my finger trying to turn it off, and you can't. So anyway, guys, enjoy. Bye bye. It's gone.